Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Angela, and we are on day 71 of drawing together. Now, yesterday we drew an airplane. I got on an airplane and I went on vacation. Can you tell where I am, where I landed? Right now I'm floating in the water with me and just my duck. And we are at a beautiful beach is where we landed. So we are going to draw a picture, not of a beautiful beach, but of my friend here, Mr. Duck. So we are going to draw this guy on the beach. So everybody grab your paper and your pencils and your crayons, markers, and colored pencils, and let's get going and let's draw Mr. Duck on the beach because that's where we are on vacation. I'm going to move my glasses up so I can actually see you when I'm talking. And then we are going to draw a duck. Now, what do you think? Do you think I can keep this duck on while I'm drawing? That might be a challenge, but I'm going to try. All right. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm going to just have to let him disappear for now. Now, hopefully I won't trip on him. Okay, everybody, let's draw a duck. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our duck right about here. So we're going to draw a circle. Let's draw a nice circle just about like this. And then we're going to draw the bottom half of the circle. And I'm leaving a little bit here because that's where his beak is going to be. Now I'm going to draw, well, let's go ahead and put his beak in. And we're going to draw his beak just like this. And we're going to go up a little bit and back. See how I made a little scoop? It almost looks like a carrot. And let's go ahead and give him his big eyes right now. We'll give him one big eye there and one big eye on the other side. So I've got one over here and then one on the far side of the nose, almost to the edge of his face. Now it is a big ring we're going to sit in, a big duck ring. So we're going to go ahead and make this part of it. We're going to go all the way around just like that. And then we're going to come down and go all the way around just like this and curve up. So it goes and gets curved really, really tiny on this end. Now the reason is because we're going to connect it over here and it's going to be the back side of the duck. Just like that. Can you see there'd be a hole like where we go down and sit inside of it? Let's go. Because this is just going to be too boring just to have a duck sitting there, I want to have a beach ball. I love drawing beach balls. I don't know why beach balls are so interesting to me, but I love drawing beach balls. I have got to pick up this duck and put him over to the side because I am going to fall on him. So he is over to the side now. Now I will not trip and disappear from the picture. Now let's draw a big beach ball, but we're going to have it kind of behind him a little bit. So I'm going to start right about here. I'm going to make a big circle, the best circle you can make. Voila. Now he won't see this side of the circle because it is behind him. Now a beach ball is made up of different sections, almost like a pie. You'd have just different sections. So up here, right up at the top, I am going to draw almost like an egg shape. A little skinnier than an egg. And that's the top of the beach ball. That's where all those pieces that are different colors come together. Now here's the tricky part of doing a beach ball. You want to make sure when you're drawing at a curve. You don't want to just draw straight lines. So I'm going to go right about, I'm going to go right about from here, and I'm going to go down just like that. See how I made a curve till I came to the bottom? Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to do a curve, but it's going to kind of disappear behind him. And then this one here, I can make straight because I'd be looking straight at it. But the ones toward the edge, you want to curve. So I'm going to put it right like that. Now, this looks a little odd here, so we're going to add, we'll make those end just like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sections that the beach ball is going to be colored. Now let's go ahead and we're just going to make them in water. We're going to make the water a little rough, just like that. Okay, now the fun part, the part I like. We're going to color it in. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do my duck's nose first. I'll do his little beak orange. And then I will do his body yellow. Because it's a yellow duck that I'm going to be floating around on. And let's get his head all colored in. I'm doing a little bit of a cross between different things. I'm using markers and I'm using pastels too. Sometimes I find that markers, if I have to color too much of an area, they don't color very quickly or very, very well. Now, I'm only coloring this front part of the duck. Just like this. And then I'm going to come up the back So I've got the front of my duck all colored in, but we want to do this back ring here. So you want to leave the middle empty because that's where you go down, you're able to sit in there. So I'm going to draw this part right up here, yellow. Now since I've got my yellow out, and I might as well do something with it, I'm going to make the top part, not the circle. We're going to leave that circle white. I'm going to make the top part of my beach ball yellow. All right? Maybe while I have just used the orange, we'll go ahead and put an orange color right here. We're going to make our beach ball very, very colorful because it's summer and it's fun outside. We're having a good time at the beach. All right, what color's next? Maybe we'll do this part blue. See, I didn't want to do yellow or orange next to the duck because I don't want the duck to blend into the beach ball. So I'm going to pick a completely different color to do right here on this part that touches the duck. And it's also, if you're going to use your blue on your beach ball, it's always a good idea not to have that color near where the water is going to be either. But the idea is to keep the colors kind of separate so it doesn't, like the beach ball doesn't become part of the water or the duck doesn't become part of the beach ball. There you go. I like it so far. Now I think I'm going to do red. I'm going to do red right here. And I'm going to do this part of my beach ball red. I like beach balls. I don't know why. I said I like drawing them. I don't know why. I just like the different colors. I like the shape of it. I like when you curve the lines and it makes it look like it's really round. Beach balls are one of my favorite things to draw. Crazy, huh? Crazy. And then I will use maybe green because I haven't used green and I want to use a different color that isn't the same as the water. Now you can draw your beach ball any color you want. You can even draw your beach ball with polka dots. There's some crazy beach balls out there nowadays that you can do all different colors on them. Now let's go ahead and do our water. I'm going to do our water kind of a bluey green color. So I'm going to go on the inside of our duck first so I don't forget that. So I'm seeing water through there. And then we'll put the water out here. And this might take me a little bit to get all this water in here. Seem to have more water than anything. And we'll go around. Now, do a lot of you go to the water, go someplace where there's water in the summertime? Do you go to a beach or a lake? Or do you have a pool? Or do you have a sprinkler? Sometimes you just have a sprinkler in the backyard. When I was a little girl, we had a sprinkler. I loved it. It was great. I would put on my bathing suit. I'd run through that sprinkler all day long. Except for, you know one thing about a sprinkler? The water never gets warm. It is always cold. So it was a pretty chilly run through the sprinkler, but I loved it. And when it was so hot, you didn't even care that the water was cold. You kind of liked it. And then it would make puddles in the grass and you'd be able to step in the puddles. And I tell you, I didn't have a pool, but the sprinkler was good enough for me. I loved it. And then my mom and dad, they took me and my brothers to a lake every year. So we got to have a little bit of everything. All right, I like it. If you could color it a little better than me, I'm doing it kind of fast. Now I'm going to do my sky. I'll do this kind of a lighter blue just so it's different. And I'm not going to put too much color on here. I'm just going to give the idea that we have blue up here. And remember, you could do this any way you want. I'm going to step over here, so I'm not even sure you're going to be able to see the blue on here. But the one fun thing about art is you can make things any colors, any way you want. You can add something else to this if you want. You can have yourself inside of that beach, inside of that little duck if you want to. Now I'm thinking this is probably out at a lake or something, so somebody's sitting at the sand in here. So I'm going to put a couple of our famous little seagulls on here, just so it looks more beachy. So there's a couple seagulls flying over. And remember, you could have a sun up there. You could have anything you want. You make it your way. Now I'm going to get my little duck back just to say goodbye. Think I can get inside of him? Oh, I can get inside. All right, boys and girls, it has been a fun day. I really, really want to see your pictures of your ducks and your beach balls. Now, do what I tell you every day. I want you to be safe. I want you to wash your hands. I want you to listen to your parents. I want you to be creative. And I want you to be kind to each other. Today was day 71, 71 days of drawing together. Now join me tomorrow. Tomorrow is a special day. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. So we're going to draw something very patriotic. For those of you that live in the United States, we celebrate Memorial Day. It's a day that we remember people that have given a lot to our country, that are in the Army and the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, all the different services. So we're going to draw something very patriotic. So join me tomorrow on day 72. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you later. I think I'm just going to float away. Splish splash, I was taking a bath.